Chiefs Jaguars, do not adjust anything on your computer there. Yes, it is Andy Reid in very bright red. Alex Smith also getting a fresh start in Kansas City, though at least he kind of kept the same colors. First quarter, no score. Chiefs opening possession. Dustin Colquitt has the punt blocked by J.T. Thomas. Goes through the back of the end zone for a safety. Safeties were rampant throughout the National Football League on Sunday. Watch another look. Thomas gets through, makes the block. It's their first safety since November of 2008 against the Vikings. It's before Brett Favre was even there. Jaguars lead 2-0. Same score next possession, first and goal of the Jaguars 5. Alex Smith looking. Donnie Avery for the 5-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead it 7-2. Same score, 2 Jaguars possessions later. 2nd and 8 on their own 33. Blaine Gabbert looking for Cecil Shorts. Instead, he finds Brandon Flowers. Somebody told me you had a pick-off. Chiefs, a franchise-low 7 interceptions in 2012, picking up the pace a little bit in 2013. Next play, 1st and 10 in the Jaguars 21. Jamal Charles comes in, and here he goes. He runs left for 18 yards. 1st and goal at the 3 for Kansas City. Thinks he's coming out. Going to use him in the red zone. Empty backfield. 1st and goal. Junior Hemingway, the 3-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead 14-2. That good Michigan karma continues on. Watch it again. Hemingway gets up, gets down, and gets both feet in bounds. Smith and Hemingway celebrate. That was some kind of catch by the rookie. Second quarter, Chiefs still leading 14-2 with the ball. 2nd and 2 on the Jaguars' 49-yard line. Here's Smith looking for his all-purpose weapon, Dexter McCluster. He gets it for 21 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5 in the Jaguars 23. Smith, mobile. Don't forget he can run a little bit. He's not Colin Kaepernick, but he can still tuck it under. Scrambles for 9 yards and a first down. 3 plays later, 2nd and 1 in the Jaguars 5. Here's Jamal Charles, red zone carry. 2-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead it 21-2. Namaste. Third quarter, same score, 3rd and 1 in the Jaguars 46. Jamal Charles upended short of the first down by Geno Hayes. Watch it right here. Charles injured on the play. Take another look. Injures his quad, lands awkwardly on his head. Good news for Jamal Charles. After leaving the field, he would return to the game. Same score, 3 Jaguars possessions later. 2nd and 5 on their own 5, or rather, on their own 20. Gabbert sacked by Justin Houston, an 8-yard loss. Houston's 3rd sack of the day. He celebrates. Yeah, when I beat that 2nd overall pick, that seems pretty good. 4th quarter, same score. Jaguars ball, 3rd and 10, their own 12. Gabbert has his pass intercepted by Tamba Hali, who takes it in for the touchdown. Doesn't get any easier than that. Same score, 3 Jaguars possessions later. $1:31 left in the game. Gabbert scrambles for a gain of 4, but he's injured on the play. Take another look. Gabbert hits the ground hard, injures his throwing hand. The end of a miserable day for Gabbert and the Jaguars offense. At one point, they had run 43 plays for 58 yards. Chiefs win it 28-2. Andy Reid gets his first win as a Chief.
What about Tony Romo and those bruised ribs?
I gave you that segue for a reason.
Taking the show on the road to Alex Smith in Kansas City. Andy Reid in their home opener. How about Smith? Ran for a career-high 57 yards. He's an athlete.
That's really what he did in college.
Yep, really hurt the Cowboys with his legs today.
And here with his arm, because 4 plays later, hitting Jamal Charles for 2 yards in the score. Capping a 13-play, 77-yard drive, and they got a 7-zip lead. And Andy Reid's he's like, I got some talent here.
They got me a quarterback.
Des Bryant, last week, 4 catches, 22 yards. Michael, how'd he do on Sunday?
Hey, man, he did what he does, man. He went over, he went under, he made some plays. They just didn't give him enough help to win that game.
53 yards on that pitch and catch, set up a Dan Bailey 51-yard field goal. Next Cowboys possession, Romo to Bryant, and look at it, making the 88 club proud.
Man, a layout.
Nice
full
stutter
stretch
goal.
layout.
Nice stutter goal, set him up, stacked him, which means he got in front of the defensive back where he couldn't catch up with a great play by Des Bryant.
And 3 plays later, Romo to Bryant. He had 5 catches for Hundy in the first quarter. Cowboys up 10-7. Third quarter, Chiefs now down 6. Smith, he's not going to wow you with the fantasy numbers, but he was efficient, finding Dwayne Bowe. By the way, what do you think of the all red?
I like those unis. I like those unis.
Okay.
It fits with the cedar red when you go to play in Kansas City.
Yeah, Alex Smith played a sharp, smart game.
Fourth quarter, boys down 4, Romo to Bryant, but Michael.
Man, this right here has to be the one. He has to think about. He's thinking about this all day right there because you catch that, you still have room to run.
Next time Cowboys get the ball, Romo looking for Jason Witten, and it's Eric Berry. He had 2 INTs on the day. Problem is this one's coming back because, well, Eric Berry called for holding. So the Cowboys get a field goal. They're down just 1. Big play. 3rd and 10, 2 and change to go. Smith to Donnie Avery, but Morris Claiborne called for a little PI. Chiefs would run out a substantial amount of the clock, and they're 2-0. Meantime, the Cowboys fall to 1-1.
The Chiefs are 3-0, while the Eagles are still in search of the first home win for Chip Kelly at 1-2. And here's how it went down. Andy Reid got a nice warm ovation from the crowd. All cheers. Very few, but couldn't hear a single boo out of the fans. 3-0. Kansas City was on top first, and then this pick six moment. Eric Berry taking the tip ball the distance.
This was a great play. Anticipated this play all the way. Berry made a good tip drill. You practice this as defensive backs all the time, and he took it in for the score.
38 yards for the score. It's 10-0 Chiefs later in the first quarter, actually. Vic up top to Jason Avant, 22-yard score where they went for 2 right there. That's not on the chart, is it, Steve?
No, it's not. It's just Chip Kelly. He just wants to stir it up a little bit.
It was 16-6 at halftime when 5 had his number placed in the Raptors, and the fans were going wild, and it really didn't add to much momentum into the second half as the Chiefs scored to make it 23-9, and LaShawn McCoy, who was injured right before halftime, comes running out, and he scampers into the end zone, 41 yards to make it a 1-score game. But the Chiefs, starting from their own 5-yard line, put together a monster drive, Steve.
Incredible drive.
This is called a 4-minute drill. When you start your own 5-yard line, you got to chew up some clock, make first downs. They ran off over 8 minutes of clock time.
And it added a field goal on top, and then Michael Vick throwing over the middle, incomplete, broken up. Later on, the Eagles would suffer their 5th turnover on the night. The number of turnovers matching the uniform number of that man's longtime quarterback here, going up into the Raptors in a Gatorade shower for Andy Reid on the sideline, victorious in his return to Philadelphia. 3-0. The Chiefs last started 3-0 in 2010, but Andy Reid hasn't been 3-0 since he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl in the 2004 season.
All right, Tom Coughlin not loving much these days. His team 0-3.
I'm blown away.
Eli leading the league with 8 picks, facing the 3-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Second quarter, okay. Giants fans have reason to smile. Victor Cruz, Michael.
Man, out on the outside, Marshall, making a big play, taking it down the sideline. That is where Akeem Nicks usually does his dirt, but it's Victor Cruz inside because Akeem Nicks just isn't getting dirty.
10 for $164, that score, and that salsa. Eli, another tough day. Strip, fumble. 3 times he was sacked. Oh, and he was picked off as well for league-leading 9th time. That by Quentin Demps.
That's just like a punt.
Speaking of punts, probably the game changed right here on this play. Dexter McCluster, Prime.
And see, normally you're taught as a punt returner, never spin in the middle of the field. You could get knocked out. But his timing was perfect, eluded a couple oncoming tacklers, and high steps at the end. This guy is one of the elite return men in the game.
Why they all did the salsa every time they got in the end zone.
Oh,
messing with
spin balls. Great blocking, body on body. Watch this cut. Oh, here we go. It's your birthday. Now let's go have a pop.
Yeah, he was throwing dirt on the salsa. Throwing a little extra barbecue sauce there in Kansas City. Alex Smith did turn it over a couple times, but he also threw the touchdown here to Dwayne Bowe. Threw for 288 and 3 scores. Chiefs 4-0 for the first time in a decade. The Giants 0-4 for the first time since 1987. 4-0 Chiefs taking on the Titans, now led by Ryan Fitzpatrick, replacing the injured Jake Locker. Andy Reid looking for his first win ever against Tennessee. Scoreless in the first. We got the punt. We got a problem.
Get out of the way.
It hit the hoof of Damian Williams. That is the first Titans turnover of the season.
Wow.
And it
That's on
cost
the
him a
returner.
touchdown.
The returner has to get everyone out of the way. That's on him.
Mike Munchak wondered, well, I guess we'll work on that sometime in our special teams meeting. All right, Chris Johnson. He's been exploring the Twitterverse this week, and it ain't been pretty. Public service announcement, I can care less about fantasy football, keyword fantasy. Well, I've got you on my team, so I care a little bit.
That mean, oh, yo, shut up. Quit tweeting me that stupid mess. That's what he's saying.
How about CJ2K?
When he gets in space, he can do this very well. Take it all the way to the house, Chris Johnson.
First time visiting the end zone this year. Still only ran for 17 yards, but at least that got the Titans in business. Fourth quarter, 3rd and goal for Tennessee, who's down 3. You know, Jake Locker runs the ball so well, so maybe this is part of the playbook now.
It is. We'll just add this in there if we had quarterbacks who run like this. But great play. He made some great plays for him today.
However, now Tennessee down 6. Fitzpatrick, just under 3 to go. It's tipped, and Quentin Demps picks it off. Chiefs 5-0 for the first time in a decade, which means they are eligible to be in prime time.
Raiders and the Chiefs. Oakland is undefeated the past 6 games played at Arrowhead Stadium. I was in my 20s the last time the Raiders lost at Arrowhead. Alex Smith and the Chiefs looking to remain unbeaten in 2013. The road to the Super Bowl could go through Kansas City. How about the Raiders pass rush? First play of the game, Alex Smith sacked by rookie C.O. Moore. Next Chiefs possession, he's sacked on 3rd down by Nick Roach. After again, sacked on 3rd down by Vance Walker. Chiefs would punt on their first 5 possessions. Second quarter, no score. Raiders possession, 1st and 10 at the Chiefs 39. 6th play of the drive. Terrell Pryor drops back, hits Denarius Moore, and there he goes. 39-yard touchdown for Moore. He finished with 82 yards and that score. Raiders up 7-0. 2 Chiefs possessions later, same score, 1st and goal, the Raiders 7. Jamal Charles getting the red zone carries into the end zone for the touchdown. He's got a score in every game this season. Game is tied at 7. Third quarter, still 7-7. 3rd and 5 at the Raiders 40. Alex Smith flushed out of the pocket. Makes a great throw to Dwayne Bowe. Look, Dwayne Bowe actually is playing in the NFL this season. There he is. Visual proof Dwayne Bowe is still in the league. Chiefs are driving. 3 plays later. 1st and 10 at the Raiders 11. Smith throws left to Donnie Avery, but DJ Hayden forces a fumble, and Charles Woodson, just days past his 37th birthday, recovers. Chiefs didn't have a giveaway in the red zone in 17 attempts this season until that point. So now here come the Raiders looking to capitalize. Pryor scrambles. He's hit, intercepted by Quentin Demps. It's Demps' 3rd straight game with an interception. Pryor's first interception in his last 91 attempts. But watch, bad footwork. It's Pryor throwing off his back foot, just throwing it up in the middle of the field. That would lead to a 2-yard Jamal Charles touchdown run. Chiefs lead it 14-7. 4th quarter now, same score. Pryor scrambles. He's sacked by Tamba Hali. Hali had 3.5 sacks on the day. Next play, 2nd and 37 at their own 28, following Pryor's 3rd delay of game penalty on the day. Pryor escapes Ali, but gets sacked by Eric Berry. Pryor was sacked 10 times in this game. 10 times. Next play, it's 3rd and 48. Go deep, everybody. Pryor. At least he tries to throw short. Incomplete to Marcel Reese. Things falling apart for the Raiders. You know, the Raiders are just not good on 3rd and 48. You got to just say that about them. Next Raiders possession, Pryor throws right. Intended for Denarius Moore, but rookie Marcus Cooper on the pick. He started in place of the injured Brandon Flowers. That would lead to a 33-yard field goal by Ryan Suckup. Raiders trail 17-7. Raiders still trying to get back in it. Pryor looking for Michael Rivera. Picked off by Hussein Abdullah, who goes 41 yards for the touchdown. Chiefs win 24-7. They're 6-0, and they set the world record for loudest open-air stadium while doing it. Pryor, 216 yards passing and 3 interceptions. The loudness continues.
6-0 Chiefs taking on the Texans. Their defensive coordinator, Wade Phillips, tweeted out this week about his father, Bum Phillips, who football community lost at age 90. Arian Foster lost early in this game with a bad hamstring. Matt Schaub out with a bum ankle. So Case Keenum, the undrafted one out of Houston, playing. He of throwing for almost 20,000 passing yards in college, and here he hits DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, I love the first name, and I love his game. First of all, we do know that Keenum can throw the ball and throw it effectively.
The Chiefs trying to get back in this one, down 10-7, a little play fake, and Alex Smith just keeps it himself, or perhaps he just turned the wrong way.
Yeah, it looks like a busted play, or they fooled everybody. He's faking over there. Nobody goes that way, and just follow your blockers. Here we go. Walk in, untouched.
First Chief not named Jamal Charles with a rushing touchdown this year. Ryan Cushing, the injuries continue to pile up for the Texans on defense. Watch his left knee on the block by Charles. Same knee that he tore the ACL in a year ago. Carted off. Injury update coming up on Game Day Final tonight at 11:30 Eastern. Next, Texans possession. Down by 4, Keenum. Keeping the play alive. Go get him, young man.
This is what he does better than Schaub and TJ Yates. He's mobile, and he can make some plays with his feet and his legs, and look at that.
42-yard pass to Andre Johnson, set up a field goal. Texans down just 1. On to the 4th. Chiefs sniffing at the goal line. What do you do here? 4th and goal. Smith rolling out, and he is denied as Sean McGrath caught it, but was out of bounds, and Wade Phillips is loving it. However, the Texans took over and had to punt.
Yep.
So now Smith, incomplete off the paws of Dwayne Bowe, so the Chiefs are forced to punt with under 2 minutes to go. Do we have a storybook finish for Case Keenum? Of course we don't.
No, you get the best team sacking in the league, and they get 5 sacks on the day, and that's the big one.
Ali with the sack, Johnson with the fumble recovery.
Browns and the Chiefs. Jason Campbell, the 20th starting quarterback for the Browns since 1999. If something happened to him, Brian Sipe would be the next quarterback. Alex Smith, meanwhile, hasn't thrown a touchdown pass since week 4 against the Giants. Second quarter, Chiefs ball leading 6-0, 3rd and 5 in the Browns 35. Alex Smith runs left 23 yards all the way down to the Browns 12. Look at him tiptoe down the sideline. First down, Chiefs. 3 plays later. 3rd and 10 in the Browns 12. Smith looking for Anthony Sherman. Is this going to be his first touchdown since the Giants? Yes. 12 yards out, Chiefs lead 13-0. The first career touchdown for Sherman. 2 Browns possessions later, trailing 13-0, 1st and 10. It's Campbell to Willis McGahee, who laterals back to Campbell on the flea flicker, and there's Josh Gordon. Just how they drew it up, a 39-yard touchdown. Browns trail 13-7. Andy Reid says, wow, flea flicker, I wasn't quite ready for that one. All right. Ensuing Chiefs possession, 1st and 10 on the Browns 28. Smith finds Dexter McCluster deep for a 28-yard touchdown. McCluster, a ton of targets in this game. Alex Smith's favorite wide receiver / running back / do-it-all / weapon target of the day. Chiefs lead 27. Joe Hayden says, this doesn't happen to us. No one throws on us. We're the Browns. Third quarter, Browns ball, trailing 20-10. On the comeback trail, it's Campbell to Josh Gordon for 23 yards. 4 plays later, Rob Chudzinski says we're going for it. 4th and 1 on the Chiefs 19. They give it to Willis McGahee. Is McGahee going to have enough for the first down? He does. First down, Cleveland. Next play, 1st and 10 on the Chiefs 17-yard line. It's Fozzie Whitaker. Waka, waka, waka. Look at Fozzie go. Waka, waka, waka. 17-yard touchdown. Waka, waka, waka. Browns trail 20-17. They went 9 plays and 85 yards in 5 minutes, 4th quarter. Chiefs ball leading 20-17. 3rd and 18, though, on the Browns 49. Smith is pressured, sacked by Desmond Bryant for a loss of 10. Alex Smith, not happy. I just got hit really hard. Ensuing Browns possession. 2nd and 20, their own 18. Campbell, sacked by Justin Houston, forces a fumble, recovered by Derek Johnson. Penalty flag on the play, but Tamba Hali is called for offsides. Browns maintain possession. The Browns are still in it. 3 plays later, 4th and 7, their own 31. Campbell flushed out of the pocket. Pass falls incomplete, intended for Devon Bess right here. Chiefs would add a field goal on their ensuing possession. Browns get the ball back, one last chance. Less than 20 seconds left to go. Can Jason Campbell turn into Brian Hoyer revisited? Josh Gordon gets hit, 9 yards, but Gordon doesn't get out of bounds, and the clock ticks down. Tick, tick, Tick. 5 seconds. Come on, 4. We're going to spike it. We're going to get it. Come on, line up. Line up. Oh, this is not going well. And that is the ball game. Chiefs win it by the score of 23-17.
That'd be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hell to the Chiefs.
Well done over there. Andy Reid and the team on the road facing a rookie quarterback, Jeff Toole.
Okay.
Throwing it to Marquise Goodwin.
Okay, if they don't know that this guy ran track at the University of Texas.
Olympian.
Yes.
Right. And you're just going to sit there like he
New
can't run.
88 did the play with that man. New 88.
You sit on it like you running an in cut. Okay.
Right.
No 88 ever ran that.
And then it's Jeff Toole to
Oh, my God.
Sean Smith.
When you see that ball in one hand, when your defensive back, he knows what he's doing. Now, come on, make me proud.
He's making you proud.
Now,
Not him.
right there. How you going to try to tackle a man in the end zone?
Interception of the season.
That should
right
be a
there.
fine.
Worst overhand interception. Brandon Whedon had a couple
Yeah,
underhand.
you might be right about that.
Okay, but I'll give you the overhand. That's a hundy on the return. Now it's 13-13. TJ Graham. Oh, it looks so good when it started. Tamba Ali.
You know, bad teams, they do bad things
That's who they are.
to lose games.
Yeah, and the
That's why they
Chiefs are
bad.
doing a lot to win games. They're 9-0 with the 10-point win heading into the bye week. Coming off of a bye week, Andy Reid, that top-ranked defense on the road to take on Peyton Manning, that high-octane O, and that bad, looks like a ski boot there. Speaking of, there's Lindsey Vonn and Tiger Woods. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. First quarter after a Denver fumble. Next play, Alex Smith to Anthony Sherman, and he gets Sherman tanked. Just dropped by Danny Trevathan. Quentin Jammer, former LT teammate,
That looked like it hurt. I'm not going to lie to you.
with the recovery, and that was huge because the Chiefs, they were knocking on the door, they just could not convert. 3 plays later, Manning to Demaryius Thomas. Few receivers as dangerous as this guy, Marshall.
You want to talk about convert? Look at that route. You just can't play him one-on-one with the guy, a young guy like Cooper. Man, he'll take advantage of him.
Gain of 70 there, and then Manning to the other Thomas, Julius Thomas, his 10th touchdown grab of the year, and the Broncos have a 10-zip lead. Dwayne Bowe, tough week for him, arrested 1 week ago. Here, it's puff pass reception.
You're wrong
Gain
for
of
that.
25.
You're wrong for that. I'm just going to tell you right now. You're wrong for that right
5
there.
plays later, 3rd and goal on the 6. Smith to Dwayne Bowe. That's a touchdown.
Right there. He deboed him right there.
So 10-7, they're in business. Next Chiefs possession after a Denver touchdown. Jamal Charles, 35 yards. LT, you get him in space, look out.
Yeah, he has world-class speed, and not too many people can catch him from behind.
Not on that play.
Or in front. Man.
Them hamstrings got tight.
8
man.
plays later, 3rd and goal. Charles is stuffed by Steven Johnson, who was just filling in for the injured Trevathan. So the Chiefs had to settle for a field goal, and they were down 7.
Ouch.
Next Broncos possession, Manning looking for Julius Thomas. Oh,
That was big, man.
Well, it's huge because Quentin Demps, he eyed it.
He thought he had that one.
He flat out missed it. Woo. Broncos drive ends in a missed field goal, so they're up 7 at the break. 3rd quarter, 3rd and 3, Denver ball, Manning to Eric Decker. Wide open. This is a gain of 33. How's he get this?
Do they know he's starting? Do they know Eric Decker?
He's been bowling.
Right.
2 plays later, the rookie, Monte Ball.
Good job, Monte. Good job,
He
man.
know how to do that.
His second of the game.
Score
He had only
touchdowns.
1 rushing touchdown in the season coming into this.
What about in college?
He had a lot more than that. A lot more. Wes Welker. Big night for him, but here in the 4th, snags it.
Yeah, he took a beating today.
Okay.
Yeah, get
This
down.
is going to be a gain of 20. Ball's loose at the end. Welker was ruled down on the play, but watch what happens. Welker, sandwiched between Bailey and Barry, leave the game with concussion-like symptoms. And remember, they play his old team, the New England Patriots, next Sunday.
Chargers and the Chiefs. You thought the Chiefs defense was going to be hopping mad and shut down Phillip Rivers, didn't you? Yeah, a lot of us did. Kansas City looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season. Here's their pass rush, what it looked like on Sunday. Tamba Ali and the Chiefs defense, 36 sacks in their first 8 games, none in their last 2. Second quarter, Holly rushing Rivers, but he steps oddly on his ankle and goes down. He would leave the game, would not return. 2 Chargers possessions later, same score. Danny Woodhead runs for a 5-yard gain, but Houston gets his arm caught between Woodhead and Eric Berry. Houston would come out of the game. He would not return. 7 plays later, 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 27. Rivers over the middle for Keenan Allen, who was back in a big way on Sunday. Spectacular one-handed catch, runs for a 16-yard gain. This is like Max McGee in the Super Bowl. Allen had 104 yards receiving in the first half. Next play, 1st and 10, the Chiefs 11. Rivers rolls left. Danny Woodhead in the back of the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown. Chargers trail 14-10 going into the half. 3rd quarter, Chiefs possession following a 1-yard Ryan Matthews touchdown. Yes, Ryan Matthews still running for touchdowns. It's Alex Smith looking for Donnie Avery instead. It's incomplete, but Marcus Gilchrist called for pass interference. Chargers got called for 3 pass interference plays on that drive. Jamal Charles would score on a 1-yard run 2 plays later. Chiefs are up 21-17. Next time the Chiefs have the ball, this pass is tipped and picked off by Gilchrist, returns it 17 yards to the Chiefs 16. Alex Smith's first pick in the last 4 games. So now the Chargers, 1st and goal at the 3. It's Danny Woodhead time. He goes in the middle for a 3-yard touchdown. Chargers lead 24-21. So now the Chiefs get it back. Alex Smith, Anthony Fasano, a 4-yard touchdown. Chiefs lead 28-24. What happened to the defensive struggle this was going to be? We head to the 4th quarter. Take a breath. Next Chiefs possession following a Chargers field goal. Jamal Charles runs right, cuts left. 46 yards for Charles. The Chiefs would hit a 25-yard field goal 4 plays later, so now it's Kansas City with a 31-27 lead. Now it's the Chargers and Rivers. Keenan Allen with a big day, right? Look at this pass to Keenan Allen. No, it's Ladarius Green, and he is gone. 60-yard touchdown run. Green had 3 catches for 80 yards. The Chargers have the 34-31 lead. Chiefs have the ball now, 2.5 to go. Smith, the screen pass to Jamal Charles. He runs for a 19-yard gain. That would lead to the 2-minute warning. Charles, 160 and 2 scores. 2 plays later, 1st and goal. Smith over the middle. Dwayne Bowe. Smith went for 294, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. The Chiefs lead 38-34. That's it, right? Not when Phillip Rivers is playing like Phillip Rivers of 3 weeks ago. Rivers over the middle for Antonio Gates for 12 yards. Still, time on the Chiefs' side, though. Less than a minute to go. The Chargers have to get all the way to the end zone. Next play, Rivers, Danny Woodhead makes a big move and gains 19. Now the Chargers are in business. Things worked well for Woodhead. Let's do it again. Rivers, Woodhead. He gets 14 more. Woodhead 70 total yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. 3 plays later, 2nd and 15. It's Phillip Rivers. Ajira Tutu with the touchdown for 26 yards away. Chargers win it 41-38. Rivers 392 and 3 touchdowns. And he likes it a little bit.
Denver Broncos, they blew a 24-0 lead last week in New England and lost.
Nothing.
What about No. Sean Moreno? How about the emotion in this one? What, get a tourniquet or something to stop that crying? All right. Opening drive, Kansas City marches it down the field. They're punching it in, right? No, Alex Smith picked off by Wesley Woodyard.
Way too late. You got to get rid of that ball, man.
Just his 6th INT this season.
Not the interceptions you throw. It's when you throw those interceptions, that's red zone.
Well, Denver's ensuing drive, Peyton Manning picked off by Quentin Demps. That's Quentin Demps.
8 yards to go.
Now, remember this morning on game day morning, somebody made this prediction about the Denver offense.
So that's the Kansas City defense.
Decker, only 3 touchdowns this season, had 13 last season, so you got to get Decker back involved.
And Michael, what do?
They got him back involved big time today. 4 touchdowns right there. There's that first touchdown. That was that right there, though, Decker, man. You knew he had to get going, and he got going today.
Well, so too does Niall Davis on the ensuing kickoff drive.
We only show you this one or two reasons. He's a boo-boo, a big play. Now, this is something that never happens. He almost came to a complete stop, restarted, and outran everyone. Unbelievable, man.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Franchise best 108-yard play. That's right.
Great
Grab a
play.
little oxygen. Why not? Denver's next drive. Manning looking for Decker, but picked off by Marcus Cooper.
Just floated up.
Oh, I see you, cool.
Peyton's second multi-interception game this year.
Cooper made Peyton mad, though.
Oh, yes, he did.
You see how Peyton looked back at him like, all right.
KC's ensuing drive. Alex Smith to Anthony Fasano. Look, one hand.
Great catch, man.
Grab by Fasano. Wow.
Smith, 26 of 42 for 293 and a couple of scores. Later on in the frame, Manning. Who's he looking for, Mike?
You know who's looking for right back over there again, and that Decker right there. What a big day Deck had.
Cool. They gonna celebrate you today, baby.
3 plays later, 3rd and goal, Manning to Noshawn Moreno.
I told him this morning it was his birthday.
Nice. Went to all his progressions, man. It went to no-show.
Denver down 7 at the break. 3rd quarter, same score, Manning. Who's he looking for, Mike?
You know he's looking for that guy that I talked about. Right in that corner. Now, I love this play, too. Did you see this play? That was a wonderful play, because you'll see in the right corner when I show you later on how they went with Demarius. That was a great play right
Hey,
there.
go do this. It's your birthday.
Watch Manning make a little signal to Demarius Thomas saying, hey, if you're open, I'll throw it to you.
Oh, Cooper. Cool.
If you saw that release, run it down. At least run it down. You can't chase him down the field for him.
77 yards on this pitch and catch.
88 club number right there.
Great
Bad
release.
boy.
2 plays later, Manning to who you looking for, Mike?
Same guy that been doing his thing today. Not that guy, but that guy right there. Decker.
He made
Oh, leave Cooper alone.
Denver's next drive, Monte Ball becoming a bigger part of this offense, Marshall.
Now, if he can hold on to the ball, guess what? You're going to see Monte Ball.
How your last name Ball and you can't hold on to the ball?
His first career 100-yard game, 13 carries for $117. On to the 4th quarter. Broncos 3rd and goal.
Give me.
Mike, who you looking for?
Give me what I looking for. 88 did his thing. 87. Look, right here, just in the corner. That is on right there. And I can do it right there.
Hey, we're going to have to put a restraining order on Peyton Manning and Coop, man.
Peyton Manning with his 8th career 5-touchdown game, tying Drew Brees for the most in NFL history.
Hey, leave that man alone.
Chiefs ensuing drive. Jamal Charles.
Today, baby. Didn't I tell you that? That's what he told them.
He put up his 4th 1,000-yard season. We're going to tack on a Denver 5-yard penalty as well for illegal use of the hands. 11 plays later, it's Charles over the top, and KC is within a score.
2 first names is nice. Jamal Charles, man. This kid can play, man.
Denver's ensuing drive, 3rd and 7. Manning looking for Jacob Tamme. That's incomplete. So Denver's forced to punt.
And they have the same ring to it. I knew it wasn't right.
So the Chiefs deep in their own end, 3rd and 14. Smith looking for the little-used A.J. Jenkins. Look at him go up and get it.
Nice play,
man.
That's the way to go get that thing.
Then 2 plays later, Smith across the middle to Dexter McCluster, and Dexter was...
This was a great catch.
Oh, that was nice.
When they go out in the draft and really get them a slot receiver, this team is really going to go to the next level.
Then, on 1st and 10, right before the 2-minute warning, Smith to Dwayne Bowe. Things are getting interesting.
With the ball a little bit tonight.
But the drive kind of stalled, and so now it's 4th and 4. Still, you can move in the chains, get a fresh set of downs. $1:51 to go. Smith looking in the end zone, and Mike Adams knocks it away. So Denver sweeps the season series against Kansas City. Nice bounce back.
There wasn't very good weather to be played in Landover, Maryland, where the Redskins were hosting the Kansas City Chiefs, but I'm not sure that really would have mattered today. Alex Smith to Jamal Charles for the touchdown. Charles had 159 yards of total offense and 2 touchdowns as the Chiefs go up 24-0.
This was the man.
Skins punt to Dexter McCluster, which probably wasn't a good idea considering he did this.
Yeah, we only show you this for 1 or 2 reasons. It's a big player, boo-boo. McCluster, you can see him making people miss, and he hits the gas. This guy is a game breaker.
He had 175 yards on punt returns alone in this game. Robert Griffin III probably wished he could have played this game tomorrow or something because things did not go well for him. Stares down his receiver, picked off by Derek Johnson.
He ran pretty good on that tackle, though, didn't he?
He got to me.
He ran pretty good on that tackle.
Griffin's 12th interception of the season. He had 5 all of last year in the second quarter.
Yeah, really good.
Sacked by Eric Berry. Griffin sacked 5 times in the game. Chiefs win it 45-10. Afterwards, the story was Mike Shanahan not getting along lately with the owner, Dan Snyder.
And Dan, there's a pretty good chance we're not going to see Darren McFadden in a Raider uniform ever again. Spent his first 8 years as a member of the San Francisco 49ers, now leading the Chiefs. Smith, dump off to Charles. Getting to the outside, Jamal Charles down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. Charles goes all the way. Touchdown, 49 yards. Season, 3rd and 19. High throw, snared by Charles. Charles after the catch. Jamal Charles is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's Charles trying to add to their lead. Give it off to Charles, and he knifes his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kansas City has it at the 16-yard line. Play action. Smith. Toss it to Charles. Jamal Charles. Monster day for Charles. Touchdown. Number 1 for Kansas City. Smith. Fake the run, the throw to Jamal Charles, and Charles now a foot race. Goodbye, Jamal Charles. What a day it's been for Charles. 71 yards on the catch and run. It's touchdown number 5.
Colts and the Chiefs. Andrew Luck in Indianapolis, 3-3 in their last 6 games after a 6-2 start. Andy Reid needs a win to stay in the AFC West title hunt. Opening Chiefs drive. Jamal Charles, he's not going to do this again, is he? He's not going to do this again. Yes, he is. 31-yard touchdown for Jamal Charles. He's got 6 touchdowns in the last 5 quarters, and here you go, young fan. Congratulations. Have a ball. Second quarter, Chiefs ball leading 7-3. Niall Davis hit by Robert Mathis. Coughs it up. Recovered by Corey Redding. 2 plays later, the opportunistic Colts 2nd and 10 from the Chiefs' 31-yard line. This is where you go to Donald Brown. Donald Brown. The catch and run. 33 yards. Donald Brown is in the end zone for a touchdown. Colts take a 10-7 lead. They would lead 13-7 at the half. Third quarter now, Chiefs ball, same score, 3rd and 16 from their own 44-yard line. Alex Smith gets intercepted by Jarrell Freeman, and that just came out. It's like a, and a hit. Wow. Robert Mathis pressure on the play. Alex Smith's ball just pops up out of his hand. So now the Colts take over. 3 plays later, 1st and 10 from their own 49. It's Donald Brown. And Donald Brown breaks tackle after tackle. How did UConn lose a game with this guy? 51 yards into the end zone. Colts go up 20-7. Second time scoring a touchdown off a Chiefs turnover. How about the Colts defense? A great job containing a Kansas City offense averaging 50 points the last 2 games. Third quarter, Alex Smith gets sacked. Later on in the third quarter, 3rd and 2 at the Colts' 38-yard line. Alex Smith sacked again, this time by Corey Redding. Smith was sacked 4 times in the game, fourth quarter. Chiefs trailing 23-7. Driving, though, their chance to finally get back in it maybe a little bit. Smith looking for Anthony Fasano, except Jarrell Freeman comes up with the athletic interception. 2 picks on the day by Alex Smith, both by Freeman. Colts force 5 turnovers on the day. So now later in the fourth quarter, Chiefs ball still trailing 23-7. Jarrell Freeman sacks Alex Smith, forces a fumble. Recovered by the Colts. They go on to win it 23-7. Andrew Luck, a pedestrian day, but he was not needed. 241 yards and a touchdown. Colts improved to 10-5, winning it 23-7.
All right, Kansas City locked into the 5 seed. So no Alex Smith, no Jamal Charles.
Alex Smith had to feel funny about
inactive.
this. He had to feel funny about this. Last time he was standing on the sideline, he lost his job. But he was safe this week.
This was a win-and-in scenario for the Chargers. So there was no Jamal Charles. There was plenty of Niall Davis.
They playing for contracts.
Chiefs up 7-zip.
Chiefs still came in and played hard.
Yeah, they did.
Philly Riv.
Looking for Keenan Allen, but finding Rod Allen. Maybe he just got confused on the last name thing. So the Chiefs, 6 plays later, 3rd and goal. Chase Daniel, who had 17 career passes in 5 seasons, throws it out to Dexter McCluster.
Chase proved that he's a quality backup, too.
And Chase is a quality backup.
He let people know.
Second quarter, tied at 14.
I learned.
Niall Davis taking it in, and look who's up by 7 points at halftime. The JV's beating the varsity. On to the 4th. San Diego's down 10. Are you kidding me? In a must-win? But here's Ryan Matthews, who probably had the best bounce-back year of any running back.
He bounced back from a couple of years. But good year, Ryan. I'm going to tell you, man.
That's a true statement, man.
A lot of hard work. Good year this year.
Marshall said that man bounced back for a couple of years.
4 plays later, Phillip Rivers to Eddie Royale with cheese, and the Chargers are down just 3. But here comes the San Diego Superchargers.
Talk like this.
3rd and 2, Rivers to Keenan Allen, who joined John Jefferson as the only Charger rookies to go over 1,000 yards.
Rookie of the year. Give him much love right there, man. Keenan Allen, what a player he has turned out to be.
3 plays later, Phillip Rivers is looking slow on that play. Gets rid of it, so they had to settle for a game-tying field goal. But here comes, not Alex Smith, Chase Daniel. Finds Junior Hemingway with 2.5 minutes to go for the 24-yard gain.
Chase is nice, man.
So now with 8 seconds left, here comes Ryan Suckup to send Pittsburgh to the playoffs.
Sucked it up, all right.
Somebody's going to have to sell their vacation home in Pittsburgh now.
He's money.
He sucked it up.
So the Chargers and Chiefs are going to overtime. Extra session, 4th and 2 from their own 28. Chargers get the ball first. They're faking it from their own 28.
This was probably the worst call that I've seen by refs. This ball is fumbled. This guy got the ball. He got the ball.
They stopped.
Why?
They call it a first down for Eric Will.
Why? The power's still moving.
So now Nick Novak from 36, and that gives the Bolts a 3-point lead. But remember about the overtime rules. Kansas City has a chance to tie or even win it. Now on 4th and 15, Chase Daniel. Throw it to the open gut. Wait, no, throw it behind the line of scrimmage.
He rushed for 10 yards, then tried to throw the ball.
Could have ran, but it touched down. I thought so, too. I thought he could have run.
Never seen him compete a pass and rush for 10 yards on the same.
This is how things went down in Indianapolis. It was Andrew Luck and the Colts at home feeling good. The Chiefs have lost 7 straight since the conference championship game in 1994. Jamal Charles, he was the guy that the Colts knew they needed to stop. What a year it has been for him. He led the team in receiving yards and rushing yards this season. Jamal Charles going right for a 7-yard gain, but he's hurt on the play. Take another look at how hard he goes to the ground here. It wasn't necessarily a hit. I think it was him hitting the ground.
Yeah, you're hit. People keep forgetting about how hard the ground is, and clearly you see right here the doctor's checking him out, recognizing he's not there, and unfortunately you watch his remarks. They're not happy about leaving the game.
One of the most dangerous weapons in football, knocked out of the game with a concussion. Didn't stop him from scoring on the drive. Alex Smith to Dwayne Bowe for the touchdown. So the Chiefs up 7-0 early. Next drive of the game, we're tied at 7. It's 2nd and 6. Smith to Dwayne Bowe. Did Dwayne Bowe have a game today? Willie, you said earlier in the week this guy needed to step up, and step up he did. This good for 63 yards.
Yeah, he got my disappearing act award of the year, but in the playoff game is where you need to step up, especially some of your best players. And he came in and he made some plays to help his team win.
And remember, they scored a field goal on that drive and not the touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, here's Smith going deep to Donnie Avery. We don't see him go deep very often, but this time, 79-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs up 17-7. What happens here, guys? Because this looked way easier, I think, than it was supposed to be if you're a Indianapolis Colts.
Well, the safety bit up. What you're going to see right here, Avery, the safety, you see him right there. There's no reason to bite on that.
He's looking in the backfield while his player is still running. The one thing you can't do is lose sight on the guy you're covering. His eyes are in the backfield. His receiver runs right by him. It was a simple post route.
You know what else you can't do? You can't try to switch hands in traffic if you're Trent Richardson. His first career play carry in the playoffs, and he fumbles it there. Justin Houston.
I think it was his last.
It was his last.
Yeah.
Well, this is huge, right? As a running back, he can't switch balls.
No question about it. I mean, you have to understand where you are on the field, and again, understand this is the playoffs.
All right, so here come Alex Smith and the Chiefs. Little shovel pass to Anthony Sherman. Unconventional, but it works for the 5-yard touchdown catch. The Chiefs up 24-7. That was nifty.
And Dan, that's one of those plays we talked about Alex Smith in the first half, making things happen.
Yep.
Well, here comes Smith again, and we know he can get it done with his feet as well. They're up 24-10. That was a third down conversion 6 plays later. Smith to Dexter McCluster for a pickup of 19. I'd like to see them use him more.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I was surprised that he actually didn't end up going doing some running back duty when all the running backs started to go down for the Chiefs.
Here's Smith again, nothing going, so he waits and then cuts up the middle.
Nice move.
Picks up the first down on 3rd and 7. 4 plays later, it's 1st and goal. Niall Davis, who was filling in for Jamal Charles, scores the touchdown from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs on top, 31-10. Oh, my goodness. Andrew Luck wondering what's going on. But here come the Colts, or so they thought. Ill-advised pass from Andrew Luck, picked off by Brandon Flowers. The Chiefs up 31-10 at halftime. Indianapolis turned the ball over twice in the first half. Andrew Luck knew that he just was not playing his best game of the season. So third quarter, Colts still down 31-10. Andrew Luck looking for Donald Brown. Hussein Abdullah steps in front of it, and the Chiefs take it over at the Colts 18. And this is the point when we thought this is over.
Yeah, it's a wrap. And that's the thing about it. With the turnovers and the mistakes that were being made, did you put 7 on the board? Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't.
Luck's second interception of the day. So here come the Chiefs again. Smith avoids the pressure, finds a wide open Niall Davis, his second touchdown of the game. It's a 28-point lead now for the Chiefs, Willie.
One of the things we saw all game long was DBs losing coverage because they're worried about the quarterback taking off running.
Well, there's Robert Mathis. This might have been the turning point.
That was the play.
That was the turning point.
That was absolutely was.
Almost 28, 21 points, unanswered points scored after that play.
Well, strip sack, and Andrew Luck hits Donald Brown. Brown squirts into the end zone. So
I like Brown.
38-24. He's played some great football since they acquired Trent Richardson.
Another player going down. You see right there, Flowers. He ends up going out of the game.
Brandon Flowers, one of several Chiefs who left the game with injuries. Another interception from Andrew Luck. It's Abdullah again, just kind of steals the ball right there from T.Y. Hilton.
It was a bad throw by Luck. He threw it behind the receiver.
But he reminds me of a cornerback, though. You know, cornerback gives up a touchdown, forgets about it, and continue to make plays with his leg. That play you see right there, keeping plays alive, allowing his guys to get open. Several times throughout this game, Andrew Luck buying that time a la Aaron Rodgers, and you saw what happened.
Yeah, that was Levon Brazil, and this is Kobe Fleener. Had a drop or two of them earlier in the game. Doesn't drop this one. So the Colts making it a 10-point game. It's 41-31. In the fourth quarter, Chiefs have the ball. Alex Smith looking deep for Cyrus Gray.
That was the play.
You said it.
I told you back when it happened. That's the play that come back to bite him, and that's exactly what happened.
They didn't have many punts in this game, but they would have to punt on that drive. So here comes Andrew Luck and the Colts to T.Y. Hilton for 16.
Buying himself time.
It's so tough to gauge a quarterback like him because he runs around, he can take off and beat you for 15 yards like this right here, what we're seeing. Or if you bite up on him, the receiver uncovers and he hits the receiver because he's good enough to throw it on a run.
I don't care how good you are, you can't plan for this.
Well, no, you can. It's what? Pure
luck.
That's exactly what it
Pure
was.
luck, Dan. You didn't know that?
But and I'm going to be honest with you, I believe there are players who have magic. I believe this young man has magic. And I'm not saying a magician, but I'm saying there are just things that good continue to happen to players like this.
Football instincts. He's always aware. He's always paying attention.
Go back to Aaron Rodgers last week in the playoff. You know, that ball, he tells his boy, can go in for a touchdown?
Right.
They just have it.
Well, it's a 3-point ball game at this juncture, and here's Smith to A.J. Jenkins, who picks up 27 yards. The Chiefs settle on a 43-yard Ryan Suckup field goal, so that makes it 38-44. On the ensuing drive, Justin Houston injured on the sideline. That's not good. Luck here trying to take advantage of that situation. Deep to T.Y. Hilton for 64 yards.
How does this happen?
How do you get behind the defense here, Willie?
I don't understand.
Well, you're fast, number one.
He's fast, but I understand. This is the number one threat in the game. You do not let T.Y. Hilton get behind you. I don't care who else gets behind you. It's not T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, gets right past
He turns him around.
Lewis. Maybe expected some help there. Wow.
I'm going to ride him. I'm going to ride him all the way into the coverage till I see my help come across.
Well, first of all, the safety still shouldn't have been there.
So the Colts up by 1 at this point. Alex Smith is pressured. He throws the ball away.
Pressure.
Don't celebrate too early. That's what we were saying here. There's still some time. 2 plays later, just after the 2-minute warning, Smith deep to Dwayne Bowe. And this was a great pass.
That was a nice pass. It's tough for Dwayne Bowe to come in bounds. Dukes think he probably could.
No, the thing about it, you have to stay in bounds.
Right.
You just have to. You have to know where you are in the moment. This is the last play of the game.
I get it, but let's give the quarterback some credit. They're taught to ride, get on your hip, and press you towards that sideline.
45-44, the final. The Colts beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They were down 28 points in this game and rallied despite 3 interceptions from Andrew Luck. The guy was like a golfer, unconscious in this win.